Hi everyone, it's Linda with iCrafter. Um, this has been such an interesting opportunity for us at iCrafter. Let me introduce myself and our company a little bit. I'm Linda Canase. I have been designing dies and stamps and paper products for the crafting industry for probably about 10 years now. Hi, Cindy. Hi. Oh my gosh. So, hi everyone. Oh, how sweet. So, my love of crafting started like when I was really young, but the opportunity to be able to design dies. Hi everyone. Oh my gosh. Hello, hello. Oh, I can't get everybody's name in here. Oh, Denmark. Hello. Oh, so I have been, like I said, designing, and this is my opportunity now to design for myself, and my specialty is this, designing. I like interactive 3D type items, so it is kind of the direction I'm going. And before I begin, I want to first apologize because of all things, during our lockdown, COVID lockdown, I am filming here at home, and of all things, it is the Gardener Landscapers Day here. So if you hear some noise, I totally apologize. Can't control that. But I am so just thrilled to be here. Thank you, Notions. I'm going to talk a little bit more so that other people can join in. What I am going to be doing is a three-dimensional die. We'll do a couple projects, and you probably now have your kits in front of you. One thing I didn't mention in the kit is definitely need something to wipe up because it may get a little messy here. So that is the majority, I think. I can what else did I want to say? I absolutely am thrilled. So let me get started on this. Oh, hi, Sue. Oh, thank you. It hopefully too, my dog doesn't interrupt me. Don't know that I might be able to control. So to start off, I want to we're going to start. Well, let me ask this. Anyone have any questions for me about the company? We do have decades worth of experience in the crafting industry. So we launched at Creativation 2020. So we are coming, hi, Paper Lane Studios. Which makes it almost a year. So this next week is our 1 year birthday, 1 year anniversary. So we're so excited about that. That is just thrilling to us. What a year to launch a company during a pandemic. It'll be memorable. But we are so excited about our first year, and we see like some amazing things happening in the next year, or this coming year. First off, let's hope we get rid of the pandemic. Second, we're just having so much fun crafting. I honestly can't stop using the word about how much fun, because I truly believe that crafting is a fun stress reliever, good for the soul, good for the mind, and to everybody out there who's watching who are retailers, you are basically helping a lot of people out, I'm sure, who are going through this lockdown and need some escape. So let me show you. I'm also going to show you some ideas too that I learned so that in making these kits, so that you can make kits a little easier if you choose to do this. So I'm going to roll my camera around and let you see down on my desk, because that's where the fun action's going to be. So let me do that. If you get dizzy, look away. Here we go. Okay. There. Okay, and the landscapers are now literally right outside my window, so this should be fun. So this is the first project we're going to do, and this is going to be the messiest project, unfortunately. Okay, we are going to show, okay, sorry, I'm getting messages on the side too. These are the two dies that we're going to do. It is the Box Pop Oval Base, which is the die that creates all of the future oval, all of the future Box Pop dies. So this is the one that will be like the template to make everything else. This is something that you, your customers will need to buy to make all the future box pops, and there are going to be a lot because I absolutely love this. This is an add-on piece. These are the secondary pieces that will be sold separately. This one that we're going to do is the unicorn, and it comes with all the pieces, but it works with this base. So if that makes sense to you, I hope it does. Let me show you one thing. When I was making these kits, this I thought was really interesting in that because I made the kits, so many of them, I used 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper, and I cut it at a diagonal because, just for your reference, if you were to make a whole bunch of these, you need 2 of these for each kit or each project. If you cut it at an angle, you're able to get 2 out of 1 sheet of paper. You see, if you were to cut it straight, you could only get 1 out of it. These are die cuts, so it's 4.5 on one side and 6.5 inches on the other side. And then I trimmed off just these little corners because 6 inches goes through a die cutting machine. And a quick talk about our dies. Our dies are high quality. They come already separated. They are in this beautiful aqua blue color, which is baked on. It isn't just sprayed on color. It is baked on. I'm sorry I can't read all the comments, but the thing too, I want to explain, this is the exact die that I use to cut all of the kits. So you can see, let me bring it up to the camera, you can see there's no wear and tear. The die is looking really good. The color isn't chipping off. So and you can see some washi tape on it. So I just wanted to make sure everyone knew this color is not just a sprayed on color. This is the real, it's baked in there. And it's pretty. The other thing too, and I want to share here, is, oops, some of you may know that we make the iMend deck, which is a self-mending cutting deck. And this is, again, I'll show it up close. This is the exact deck I used to make all of the kits. So hundreds of cuts, and you could see it is straight, or relatively straight. I mean, I wouldn't complain about that. What I recommend to you and to your customers is to, as you're cutting on it, cut and flip and rotate it. So you would rotate it, do another cut, flip it, do another cut, rotate it, do another cut, flip, cut, rotate. So it wears evenly on all the sides. Now, I left in all of these little paper bits because I wanted to do a video later on showing me washing them out, but it's a great way to show that the iMend deck holds up with proper usage and retains its shape. Okay, I can't go landscape, so I apologize that it's in a vertical. had to switch it over to a different type of format. So if I switch it now, things will start getting really weird looking for everybody. So this is the iMend deck, and I wanted to just show you that because that is something that I used for all of these cuts, and that was hundreds of cuts. So so what I would say now, this is the box pop. The bottom part is a box pop. This is a unicorn add-on, and the fun thing about this is that you can see it's dimensional, but when you push down on it, it folds flat and fits in an A2 envelope. So again, I'm sorry I can't read all the comments, but I hope it's right side up. So anyway, this is the box pop. It also just goes together with a little push and sits upright, and you can see it's dimensional. So that is the fun part. Like I said, I love dimensional things. I love interactive. So you can see how much fun this would be. There's also these additional pieces that can be dropped in there. So the unicorn add-on piece comes with like these other pieces, and but the actual box pop part is just so much fun. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this. What I suggest to everybody, if you open up your kits, you will have two of these shapes. And I know they look really funny, but this is what's going to make that beautiful die or box pop when you're ready for it. So what we're going to do, I hope you also have your supplies I put in for Distress Oxides and Dilution Shimmer Spray. Any colors will do, and you could have any mix of anything. If you want all Distress Oxides, if that's what you have, or if you have all shimmer sprays, or if you have anything that you have available. I chose to do these because I love these colors. This is Salty Ocean, Wilted Violet, and, I always do this, turquoise. Vibrant turquoise. So these all worked really well together. So we're going to go ahead and spray. And two things I learned is, one, to shake up everything. So I'm going to get a piece of paper towel, and now you can, on the Distress inks, you can either shake it softly and just go, or cover up the nozzle and shake it harder like Tim does. Okay. I shook this up earlier, so it is, it hasn't all settled. Same with the Wilted Violet, shaking it up. Okay, and then for the shimmer spray, and I feel like I'm missing everybody. Hello. Yeah, thank you, everybody. On the shimmer spray, it is more of a spinning kind of motion because it does have the particles that can clog the nozzle. So you want the oxides to be a pretty strong shake, and the shimmer mist or shimmer spray to be a softer. And I took the lids off, and now this part, although it is very, 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 very messy, is where you have your creative fun in this. What I suggest, let me show you this real quick on the die too. On the die itself you have these options. Okay, so there are, on this die, you see it has a notch here. Now there's two pieces that come in the die set, and basically one has an opening in the middle and one has an offset to the side. and I'll show you, I'll explain later what the final difference is. But if you look at these inset dies, they have the little notch in here, so that tells you this goes up on this side. This looks very similar in the opening, except this ends up being the bottom of the die, and you really don't need a slot down there. You need the slot up here. So when you run it through your die cutting machine, you want to insert it so that that point is right there. You could put a little bit of washi tape. Oh, okay, move. Let's see. Am I doing it right? Okay. So, this is, sorry, I'm getting feedback too. So in this case, if you want the slot in the middle, and if you want the slot on the side, when I die cut these pieces out for everybody, I cut it out in the on the side because I like things a little off center. But again, it depends on the design that you're doing. So in this case, like I said, I put it off centered. This is going to be the top of your finished project, so you want that to be exceptionally pretty, and you want this long band here to be exceptionally pretty because that will be the main viewing point. Everything else, it'll be like the bottom, which of course you want pretty too, but this middle part won't be seen, but that doesn't mean you can, I mean, I guess you don't have to color it, but once you get spraying, it gets to be so much fun. So let's go ahead and start spraying. And again, I highly suggest you have paper towels ready. If you have a spray box, great. I have a couple of surfaces down here to wipe it up. But have fun, as it's the kind of thing that you can get really creative. And what we're also going to do is let it set aside and dry because well, I'll explain it later. The other thing too, I'm sorry, is also we're going to want to do some parts on the back side, and I'll explain that. I could do that right now. Down here on this area, you want to make sure you spray that too when we're done, and these two pieces here, because you can see I didn't do that on this, and you can see those. You can see the white area here, and the same thing with the back, the lip back there is showing. So that I learned, and I definitely want to share that. So we're going to spray the front first. Doesn't matter what colors you use, doesn't matter what order you do it in. Make sure it's shaken up if you're, whatever you're using. And just kind of go at it. I'm going to move everything to the side because I am messy. So just go ahead and just start spraying it. And you could always come back. I always wipe the tip of mine off because I guess I'm used to it clogging. Not these, but you know. So I'm going to do... just kind of doing that. I can always come back. I'm also, also have a bottle of spray water available. And I know I'm going to come back and do a lot more because I see a lot of white area and I don't want it, but I want to evenly put the colors down so that I could add in later. So now this is the shimmery stuff. So this gets really pretty. So you can see where I'm going with this. I want to add a little bit more. Not that I don't like white area on my art, but for this case, I want it to look really magical. And I'm kind of just doing a little spritz parts on it. I'm going to do this right here. So you can kind of see covering that surface how it's looking. I'm I'm sorry. So you can see how it's starting to look, besides messy. But before it dries, you want to go ahead and spritz a little water. Especially where you have the distress oxides, because that starts doing some really fun things. So again, I could see some white areas happening here. I do want to cover it up a little bit more. Ooh, I like the way it's happening here. Again, you just play with this until you like what you see. The fun, oops. I love the way it's just like random, accidental mess. Which, especially if you were crafty when you were a child, there's nothing like a random mess to just bring out the joy in you. And I just did that green because I wanted some heavier spots on it. Now, I'm going to let this dry. And okay, if you're teaching a workshop, you might want to have a heat gun to dry everything off. Just because the class will take too long if everyone's sitting around with this mess sitting on their desk. I prefer to let it air dry because it seems to do some more interesting things when I leave it to air dry as opposed to dabbing parts off. I don't know, that's just me playing with it. But I do need this surface. Hadn't thought about that part. So I'm going to lift this off and set it aside as much as I can. Okay, and I'm going to wipe down as I go because it is going to be oh, look at all that lovely, lovely ink that's going away. Oh, so, okay, I'm going to clean it up a little bit more. I hope everyone's following along. I can't see a lot of the comments, but I hope everyone's following along. If you have any questions, please reach out. I have Cherie answering questions as we go, and she is letting me know if I'm having any technical difficulties or if there's any questions you need answered. So, okay. So there we have a fairly clean surface. I could even do this. So, okay. So now we are going to get out, let that sit and dry, and we're going to get out the rest of our project. Now, I wanted to go over a little bit of the supplies I used to make this because there really were so many pieces, involved in this. I used, let's see, the fun thing about unicorns are that they are so colorful or so magical looking. So this is it was Doodlebug Designs sugar-coated cardstock. I don't know if you can see it. It's what your unicorn is made, die cut out of. It's just so sparkly and pretty. That is absolutely, when I found that, I just love that. The other thing too is this Renea. It's foil paper, and it's gorgeous. It's what's making up your unicorn mane and tail, and I just applied our iStick adhesive sheet to the back of one of those and die cut it. It's just so much fun to work with. I used the gold cardstock to make the stars, and then I also used this holographic sticker sheet by Silhouette, and it's what makes up the unicorn horn, which is really tiny, but I needed that. It needs to have a unicorn horn that is sparkly and shiny. So let's go ahead and open up your kits, and bring out the unicorn, and we have this little pack, and these are all the little pieces that we are going to put together to make our little unicorn. So, and this had teeny tiny pieces. So let me share another thing that I use. This is our, we have several tools, and I'm going to move this aside real quick because I want to share our tools. This is our iClick pick. This was something that I had designed early on because I kept, one of the things I really wanted was a die pick that retracted because I was tired of getting stabbed or losing the cap. So I just made one that pulls, retracts, and it's really, really handy. No more stabbing myself. So I have that. I also have, these are our reverse tweezers, and they are wonderful because they hold really, really well, but they're reversed, so they're easier on your hands. And they're stainless steel, and they have these silicone grips. So if you're holding something and you're heat embossing it, you can hold it by the silicone and have that piece in there and not burn yourself as it heats up. Handy tool. And we have the iPress burnisher. It's a round head burnisher. It comes with the pad, so you can like shape paper, but it also has like a bone folder on the other side. So it's like two tools in one. Really handy to have. So I tell you all this because I need my die pick. So as we start on the unicorn, let's separate all these pieces. And so we're going to, now you could start any way you want. These purple pieces, these three are for the mane and the tail. This is a piece, the holographic. You're going to cut off a little bit, and then that's going to be the horn. So you want to do that. So scissors. I'm going to start with the horn. Oh, look at all my colors on my finger. Again, I'm just going to snip off at the base of the unicorn head. That no unicorns were hurt in the making of this project. So now it is a sticker. So it will stick. If it doesn't stick as well to the shiny paper, you might want to add a little extra adhesive, liquid adhesive or something. But you can see, really simple. Just doing that. And then the unicorn tail. Again, this is our, well, the paper is the foil paper, but the adhesive is our double stick adhesive sheet. So it's just turns it into sticker paper. And again, you could see how much I use the iClick die pick because I just find it so much easier. So I also want to say to everyone here, oh, let me paste this down first. This piece goes here. That thank you so much for joining us in here at Notions Commotion. We are also going to do a giveaway again because we weren't able to ship dies to everybody. We're going to do a giveaway. Please leave a comment on this Facebook, and we will go through later and randomly select 4 winners and send you all 3 of the dies that are used in these projects. So please leave a comment. Let us know if you have any questions, if you you know, which project you like, and just let us know. And again, you can possibly win all of these dies. And this one goes right here. Now, if you look at the sorry, going back to the unicorn part. If you look carefully at the unicorn, you'll see that there were indents where the mane and the tail line up, and where the unicorn horn lines. So it makes it really easy to assemble. Oh, I see so many messages, but I can't read them all. But thank you all for everyone joining in here. If you have a question that's not getting answered, please send it, and Cherie will let me know. She's watching that. So anyway, so this is the unicorn. It is now, that, how simple was that? You can ink it if you want. You could do some other stuff to it, but this is the cleanest. I just thought that a shiny unicorn was perfect. We're going to save the word magical. It's a little fragile, so set that aside. And I'm going to check how our paper's doing. I'm going to go ahead and set all this aside because I want to do a spray again on the back side of these pieces. Now, they're dry enough that we could turn them over and do our little spray thing again. Like I said, these tabs are going to show, and this edge here is going to show on both sides. So if you want to just hit those areas with ink, your color again, and you really don't need a lot. I'm just going to do something like that, and but it is going to show all the way across, so you do want to make sure it's completely covered. And again, on the shimmer spray, you want to rotate it rather than shake. So it comes out like crazy, which is kind of cool because it's different than the oxides. So again, you can add a little water. I wouldn't put too much because it's really just these little tabs that you're going to see. So it's not going to be super fancy. I'm setting those aside again to dry. Okay, and again, losing all this wonderful color and inks. So, and I'm going to spray it clean. And let me know if I'm going too fast for anybody. I'm trying to make it a very relaxing time again, because I think it is, crafting is so much fun for the soul and just something nice to work with. So, okay. Next thing we're going to do while that's sitting aside and drying is we're going to go to the gold pieces. Now these are going to be these parts that pop up, but inside of these open stars, we're going to save them because you can add them to other parts of your box pop front. So I'm just popping them out and going, there's some pieces obviously that aren't going to be star shaped, but just pop those out, set them aside. And this actually ends up being, it is optional in your finished project, so you may want to, you know, some of these box pops you may not want this additional pieces, and some may just really work well with them. Every box pop kit that, or die set that we're doing, comes with pieces to make additional pieces. And what I could do right now while I'm dropping these out, I just want to get all of them. Okay, while that's sitting aside there, let me show you all the different box pops that we have. So this is the original box pop. This is the one the base that you'll get. It comes with these flowers, and you can see that the slots are in there in this sample. They're optional, you don't need them, but it folds flat, fits in an A2 card. And this is a real simple sample of it, just so you can see what it looks like. But then we have the unicorn, and now this is an Easter version out as well, and you can see also you can decorate along this edge. See that? There's bunnies. Here is a slot that's in the center where the basket is, so the bunnies are hopping over it, and you can see the bunnies right there. And again, just pushing down in the center, and it folds flat. And the fun thing about this too to note is that the pieces for the centers, all these add-on pieces, are not just, they can be used for other things. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. They're not just for the box pops. So, for example, let me show you. We have what are tunnel cards, and you can see they're tunnel cards, and this is the base. This is the outer shape. You get the swan and the leaves and the flowers in front, but we give you pieces that we have lots. This is the mermaid, the outer part. Okay, and it also folds flat to fit inside an A2 envelope. The mermaid and all these are sold separately, but you use this outer part of the tunnel card to make these other pieces. So what I was starting to say was the pieces inside, although they are called box pop add-ons, can be used for other things. And here's an example of using the unicorn in a tunnel card base, and I made this morning really simply, just added it in there. Again, it folds flat to fit inside an envelope, but we make these, when I design these things, I try to make them so that they can be used for other pieces. And this is an example of how I use the, this is from the Lovebird. It's a heart-shaped opening, and then put the unicorn inside of there. So these things, all my designs work together. I try to make them interesting in that way and versatile. So let me show you the last of the current box pops. This is the flower add-ons, and what I love about these are that they, like I said with the other ones, but these would be perfect to be used separately to just decorate a card or anything that you want. But it also, again, it folds flat, and then the flowers come back up. Wouldn't that be so pretty for like a Mother's project or something like that? So these are the 4, including the unicorn, the current box pop designs that we have. There will be more, I promise that, because I'm having too much fun with these. So let me put these out of the way right now. And we're going to start, let's see if this is dry enough. Still a little damp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain about how these inserts go. They have a crease line here. So you want to fold. It really doesn't matter if they go forward or back. In this case, because it is a shiny backing, the adhesive might not stick as well, so I'm folding them forward, but it really doesn't matter. And I'm still trying to see, oh, thank you. I'm still trying to see messages in there. So I'm going to keep the stars together, and there's other little pieces in there. So that, and it's a little damp. I guess if you do have a gun, it may come in handy right now. I don't have one near me, so I'm just going to carefully, you know what? Okay. That is so pretty compared to the other samples I had. I'm going to set these aside because they aren't completely dry, and I have samples that I made here. So what I'm going to do is just show you how to assemble. Now, you can use red tape to stick everything together, or you can use liquid adhesive. I am going to perhaps use both. I'm not sure yet. I did just found that liquid a little bit because it doesn't hold or take to the tape really well. So I'll show you how to assemble this. Okay. So there's a crease line. I see if you're painting, but there's a crease line right here. So you want to fold that. There's a crease line right here that's along the top of it here that goes across here, and a crease line along the bottom, and obviously a crease line here. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 1, and one little horizontal one right above this notch, or I guess vertical one right above that notch. Okay. So what I would recommend, again, is to get like a bone folder, and in this case, and do a nice clean fold. Now, again, that would be as tight, but okay. So again, on the samples I sprayed for this workshop on camera, I did spray the back. This I didn't use it. I did not spray the back. So just wanted to explain why the color isn't there. So here again, I'm going to show you, just fold the top there. There is a crease line right here. You should be able to see, you might be able to see it on the back side, but it's right there. Okay. And then as you go down, there's another crease line below these notches, and then one right there. Okay, and do the side. So, okay, I'm just going to do that, and that. And this tool comes in real handy. It's just a really nice way to burnish everything down. Okay, so now you have all of that folded. So here's where you could add the red tape if you want. Again, I found the liquid held a little bit better, but it might have been something where doing both might be the best idea. So you're going to put it right along that tiny flap, okay? And again, my die pick. Okay. Lift off the carrier sheet, and it goes somewhere. Okay, then you lay it flat, you fold it along this fold, and fold this down, and you just press it. See that? So along this fold flat, fold the little tab down, and just press it down. So now it sits flat like that. Okay, I'm going to do another one, so if anyone didn't see how that worked, we'll do it again. So you have it like this. You take a little piece of red tape. You put it right there. Okay, and you lift the carrier sheet. I think the hardest part is lifting the carrier sheet off. Okay. Or maybe it's getting rid of the carrier sheet off your fingers. Then you lay it flat. You fold it along the longest fold there. Tip this down, and just where it lands flat. Okay. If anyone has any questions or wants to see that again, let me know, or let Cherie know, and she will let me know. Okay, so you can see it's stuck down there now, and here's where it starts getting interesting, because when you tip it this way, you can see you have a funnel kind of thing, a shape. And you have that half circle, and again with this one too, you have that half circle. So you can see where we're going with this. We have two half circles coming up or being formed here. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is first we want to add these pieces in. So here's what I suggest, is to look at your two pieces, the long band in front, and decide which one you want to have as the front. I like that one, so let me go ahead. I'm going to use this because I think when I put the word on it, it's better from the solid area, and that's the only reason. So what you want to do at this point is you want to drop this in here. I'm sorry, I'm trying to check my any comments coming in. I hope my Wi-Fi is working. Let me, I can't, I hope it's not garbly. I'm trying my best. Can you hear you now? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I apologize, you could hear the background. They are, of all days, working right outside my window. Okay, so when you have this folded, this is going to be the front. So of course you want the gold facing towards the front. So you slip it in here and you slide it down in there. Did you see that? It's just, it's just getting it in there. And once you're in there, this is what it looks like from the side there. And this is a little, it may feel a little weird, but you want to put adhesive. Okay, let me see if I can angle this correctly. You want to put adhesive on that little flat area that you just folded. That I said to have it with the less shiny side facing. So, okay, it's turning all around. So you want the gold part facing the front, slide it in there, and put it down. And now you want to put some adhesive on the bottom of that fold. So it feels a little weird, but okay, I'm going to try to do it this way. Okay, can you? I just put some liquid adhesive on the flat area. Now you want to press it down, straight down, so it sticks to the bottom of your card. Okay, so when it's straight up and down, it's sticking to the bottom of your card. Okay. Anyone have a question on that? So, I mean, you want it as vertical as possible, and it magically works. That's the fun part. So we're going to let that dry, and we're going to go on to the next one. Now this one is, again, you see that, but if that side's the front, you need to turn this one around so that now the gold is facing also to the front. Does that make sense? So here's the front, so you want to insert this and have the gold facing the same direction. So it is opposite of how you laid this one in. You always want to be aware of which side's front, unless this, whatever you make here, is the same color on both sides. So say if this is gold, two-sided gold, you can do that any direction you want. Oh, it's a good time. Oh, got it. Okay, so we're going to do this again, and it feels a little awkward, but we're going to, I don't know, can you see that? We're going to put the adhesive on that flat tab in there, and then we're going to go straight down. I'm sorry I keep rotating this, but it's the best way I can figure out how it goes. You want it as straight up and down as possible. Now's a good time to check that you're facing the right direction before the glue sets, and you want to stick that down. Okay, so you now have 2 half circles, and you have the gold stars facing the same direction. So you're doing really well so far if you have that. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. We're getting to the point now where we can put our unicorn in there, which is the best part, is the unicorn in there. So what I did, and you want this to hold really, really well, so you get tape, and what you can do is, again, use liquid tape. You could use the red tape. You can get to your tape. I just did. You want to put it all the way across here. Now, I just said that, but I decided just as I did that, that I am going to use liquid because it is going to be crazy for me to have all these little red strips all over my world. So I'm going to put the liquid glue down, but I'm going to do it for the unicorn first. Okay, so the unicorn is going to go centered, and you see this height is equal to this height. Okay, so it'll just go centered in there. You can, if you want, do it off-centered. It's your choice, but I'm going to put glue on the back of just the base of the unicorn because it's a freestanding unicorn. And I am going to choose to do it fairly centered, okay? And the easiest way, since it's all folds flat, you can just stick it down that way. And now your unicorn is in place. You might, if you want, let it dry a little bit. So there's that. Then next thing you want to do is when you apply, because we are going to attach these two together, but you need to make sure that these tabs have glue on them as well. So this is when the liquid comes in really handy. You want to make sure these get glue, and then just the whole thing along the base here. Okay, and you do kind of, this is going to take a lot of the wear and tear, so you kind of want a nice amount. And then you want to just hook it together, lay it on top, and make sure that the little tabs on the side are aligned. And they should work out perfectly with the bottom being flat and the hooks being right and the top being flat. So you can see where we're getting on this. We're actually so close to being done on this. So you just want to keep reaching in and making sure everything is holding together. You want that to be a nice secure hold. Okay. And now to finish it off, we have to make it into a circle. So on this tab, and again, you could use red tape or you could use liquid, you want to add the glue on this, put the adhesive there, and wrap it around. And again, don't forget to leave a comment so that you could be in the running to win these dies. Okay, so this is how it's going to go. Okay, this is the easier way. Lay it flat, lay it flat, fold that down and just hold that there and glue that together. So as I was saying, don't forget to leave a comment so that you can be in the running to win these dies. I keep forgetting to tell people this, but it is, your chance to win these dies. I'm going to also put adhesive on this side and do the same thing, fold it flat. And so I want that to hold really, really well. So while that is drying, I want to share a couple things really quickly with everybody. We have, besides these products that we're doing in this workshop, we have a lot of other items that I just want to do a quick share because we're really excited about these and haven't been able to share a lot of these with everybody yet. This is the zip gift tag that we make. It's a tag, makes sense. It has these drop-in words that you get to, interchangeable pieces. But if you can see, there are little dashes there. It creates like a zip opening for the inside of the tag. Now, inside the tag, you could have inserted a gift card, and the recipient, when they open it up, zips open it and gets their gift card. They could be money in there. It could be anything like photos or whatever you want to give. But these are our zip gift tags. The other thing on this one I want to share is this is our Making Faces die. It is these little faces. They're generic faces, and you could put different hair on them. Okay, I don't know if people can hear me right now. I hope so. Cherie, let me know. Cherie, let me know if people can see this. I apologize that my feed went dead in the middle of that. Okay, let's see. Talk about technical difficulties. Can people hear me? I'm not sure. I think I'm live. There was a question for coloring the wisteria vine card. That was cutting it out of purple cardstock a second time. So you cut it out once and you get the white outline, and then you cut it out again in the purple and you lay those pieces back in there, and that's how you get the colors. You can also ink it if you want. There's other techniques. So I'm hoping that I have, let's see. I don't know if everything's frozen. Okay, I'm going to move on to the string. Again, I don't know if anyone's there. Well, I'm going to do this. It's going to be recorded and I could add it later. So if you're there, great. If you're not there, you'll see it later. So what I did with the string, because that gold, the twine has this gold string that goes through it, it unravels like crazy. So I tied a knot on both ends when I sent it. But to make the card itself, you're going to have to cut off one knot, okay? And you want to start from one of these from the inside. So I started from the left side, okay? So from the inside of the fish, I came out, and you pull it until the knot catches. And then the next one on the opposite side, you can fold this down. You want to start from the inside again and pull it through to the outside. Okay? So now you have that. Now picture the string going now from the outside going in. So you have this one going this direction, and you could see, okay? And then you can open up the fish, and again, you want the outside going towards the inside. And by the time you get to this last one, the string is getting pretty unraveled. That's how quickly it does it. If you want, you could trim it and go in just like that. And hopefully it caught the gold piece too. This is just tricky twine. Okay, so if you get that, once you get the last one in and it goes towards the inside, you can tie a knot and to keep it from unraveling. So it goes that way. And now what you do is you fold that down. Well, you want to tighten up the twine a little bit so that the knot is up next to the hole. Okay, fold it down, fold it down. Oops. And you should have a tighter knot than I had there. So I'm going from the outside. I'm redoing this because it came through, the knot came through, but outside going in, again, outside going this. The gold was so pretty, but it really is hard to work with. Again, if you're teaching a workshop with this die, I would suggest a simpler twine. Okay, and then what I would really suggest is, because that knot came through, I would do a double knot, just because, having learned that lesson that it doesn't hold. So there we go. Okay, so now I'm just going to trim off the ends, make it pretty, and pull it through. Probably should tie another knot here, because having learned my lesson that one comes through, let's do the second one and tighten that. So okay, so again, you just want to think like from the inside going out and then the outside going in. That's the only trick to tying this off. Again, it could be a children's craft. They can figure that out if you want them to, or you could do the stringing for them. How much fun is that to add something in there? I don't see any comments. Hold on. Let me see. If anyone has any questions, please let Cherie know. I, for whatever reason, hope... Oh, I see some comments. Okay, hold on. I am going to turn this around and hopefully... Okay. Okay. So glad you love the koi. Hi. Oh, okay. Persistence pays off. Oh, thank you for being there. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties. Typically me. Hi again. Did everyone get the ending on that? Someone give me a comment. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, okay. So I apologize for whatever reason. So, okay. So the main question I have for everybody is, did you see how I tied off the string, the koi? Oh, okay. So again, I maybe... Oh, I hope everyone saw the... Thank you, everybody. Let me show... Okay, so the wisteria vine. Someone is asking about that. The die itself cuts the white area. Oh, good. Thank you, Anne. And then you can cut it out again with in this case, it was a lavender color cardstock. And then you drop the pieces back in. It's a lot of work, but it does create a really nice look, especially if it's an ombre, if it goes from a dark to a lighter color, which is what wisteria flowers do. So you can create different colored paper. You can paint or ink some cardstock so that it has a gradation on it, and then die cut that and do the colors like that. You can also backfill it with like a different colors as you go, foil, different things. So anyway, so this is the wisteria vine. I will do some projects showing other ways of coloring this. Yes, it is a lot of work, but it's sort of like doing a jigsaw puzzle, maybe, if you want to think of it that way. It creates something really pretty. And in reality, yes, there are a lot of openings, but it could be something that is just so gorgeous by the time you're done with it. So it is, yes, it is a lot of work, but sometimes a lot of work is the more fun part of it. So, and again, everyone, please, I know I apologize for the disruption in the feed, but please leave a message, comments, and on the Facebook page, and we will randomly give away some set of the dies that we used. I think we're going to do like 4 sets, so there's a good chance, I want everyone to have an opportunity. And this is just a little bit of what we do. We launch new product every month. Notions, we'll have them available and ready to go. But you can also, there is just so many things. I can't even name all the stuff that's coming up. It is just something to look forward to at the beginning of each month. Notions carries it earlier than that, but you can see what's available. We do a lot of inspiration. We are now implementing QR codes on our packaging. So at the retail level, people, your customers can focus their phone on the QR code, and it takes them to an inspiration page. It's not a sales page, it's an inspiration page. So starting at that point, they can be inspired to see other things, other things that they can make with that die. So hopefully help in the sales. So if they see something like, this on a package, oh, thank you. So if they see all these ideas on a package, they may say, well, how do you color that? Just like you're asking. And on our inspiration page will be other ways that we have of decorating it, or how to use it, or techniques. There'll be links to techniques, eventually videos as well. So we're working on that right now, but our packaging our packaging will contain a QR code, and I just wanted to add that so that, again, so retailers have a way of inspiring people without having to stand there and explain to them, what if you did this with this? What if you did that with it? Now there'll be a quick digital link that they can see, that exactly like what I did with the unicorn. But here's another idea. What if you bought the unicorn with the tunnel card? And just a mix and match of ideas. So to help the retailers, we really want to help the retailers. We're also working on worksheets for different classes, so that they will be available to you, that you can download and be able to teach a workshop using our products and have everything ready to go, just like we did here with this, with new ideas, fresh ideas, and you can kit them ahead of time. We're not supplying the kits, but we are supplying the concepts and everything you need for instructions, so someone in your store can teach classes very easily. We want to inspire everybody. I'm just, we truly are a company of crafters, and so we understand and we know what crafters like, and we're always open to hear new ideas. And one of the things we heard was more inspiration and also worksheets. So we're implementing things as we go, and designing new things every month. So the next, let's see, February is the box pops, the majority of the box pops, a few other pieces. And then March is, what is March? March is a whole new alphabet. It is a pretty kind of a scripty alphabet. There's upper and lower case. What is that? Yes. Interesting question. I design everything that you see, so it is a labor of love. It's also a crazy mindset of things of what I want to do. For example, let me get this. I designed these. They're ribbon rosettes, and they actually have this angular ribbon part, and then drop-in pieces in the center that are interchangeable. And the whole idea is that you could put it on the front of a card, on a gift. You could give it to someone. You could, just decorate things. But in the future, we're going to have more drop-in words. Some are funny. So it's just different things that I just see that they can expand so much. So these are the ribbon rosettes. They are available. I think they're available now through Notions. So they're just kind of a fun idea of just crazy stuff I love doing, and drawing everything. You can see some of the stuff behind me. Da, da, da. Oh, this is also another Easter idea. These are the Easter treat boxes, treat lanterns. So they can either hold candy, or they can hold a little faux tea light, and they are based on they're based off of the Halloween treat lantern that we introduced pre-Halloween. They had spider webs and bats and everything, and we got such, people were so happy with that, and they said, well, why don't you do inserts? So the main part of it is part of the treat lantern, and then the inserts for Easter are add-on pieces. So again, it kind of helps with the sales of, dies, in that you buy one thing and, it's not just a one-off deal. You can do all these other things. And again, our website, we love sharing ideas of how you can use your die in different ways, so your customers understand it's not a one-off purchase. There are many, many things you can do with these, and we love inspiring people. We have a great design team. We are constantly working on different ideas, videos, instruction sheets, and we're just having so much fun. Like I said, the whole thing about this company is having fun, working crazy, but loving what we do, and just making people smile, making people feel good, and especially during this period of people being locked down at home. That's a terrible way to put it, but people being at home, which if you're a crafter, is not necessarily a bad thing, because you're surrounded by your things to play with, and just have fun. And we love playing with things. We love hearing back from everybody, comments and suggestions. And again, let us know. We do listen to retailers, and have just a blast doing this. And I love designing dies. I love, like it's very visible. I love dimensional dies especially, but there are things like, this is a great example. This was our hummingbird happiness. You can see the flowers and the hummingbird. So they're just shape designs, but they are usable for so many other things. What is that? Your tools? Yes, our tools are available through Notions. Again, our tools, people love our tools. We also have and this poor thing is used so much, but the hard cutting plates. We have those that are very versatile. Oh, thank you, Paula. These work with a lot of different machines, so that's one of our other tools we have. I explained the adhesive sheets. What else do we have? Our iMend deck is so popular. Our eye brushes are super popular. You can find so many things, all our items on Notions. They have just been so wonderful for us. So we just absolutely love working with them, and we totally appreciate the retailers. We do. Yes, Cherie, our cutting decks are the best, because you could see they really do hold up. And I want to again show the iMend deck and show how straight that is. Used properly, this thing is great, is absolutely wonderful. So, and I can't one of the things I needed to explain too, and I did, was about the color on our dies. I keep reiterating this, but they do last, they aren't falling apart, they aren't bending, they are holding their color, because they are, what am I saying, baked in, the color's baked in. So don't worry about someone coming back and saying, oh, I used it once and the color came off. That's not going to happen. The other thing too is, just if you didn't figure that out, but lime green is my favorite color, so packaging is all lime green. Things are just, this is just a total labor of love. We literally just are, I was handed the ball and running with it, because there is just so much to do, so many fun things, so many ideas in my head that I want to design. I do everything on the design part of it, and which is the other great thing, is that because it's all coming out of this one head, is that everything, I can make things work together. I can see, if I design this, oh, it works with that I did, 3 months ago or something. So it's kind of nice in that respect, that everything kind of works together. It's just literally a labor of love. The funny thing though is doing this Facebook Live with the landscapers, a dreaming dog, that's a little different, but yes, each wiper card is complete to make that particular project. So like where did I put it? Heart hands. Oh, it's here somewhere. The heart hands wiper. Da, da, da. Okay, I have no idea where that went. But the heart hands is a complete set. It has the hands. Oh, I wish I could find it. Help me out, people. Things disappear. But it does not make the outer card, because the outer card is, oh yes, hold on, to show you the happy birthday. The outer card, the A2 size card, is the hands, yes, the hands and the word love and those kind of pieces are what is in the kit. And the pieces that make it move are in the die set. The outer part of the card is not. So I hope that answers that question. Happy birthday. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Let me see if I could find that real quick. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I have it here. Oops. Oh, I'm losing everybody. Hello. Okay, so there is a happy birthday. I can show you a couple examples. I have them all tucked away here. And so this is, okay, this is a happy birthday one. All those balloons are part of it. And it opens up like that. So the balloons come opening. So this is another one that someone on my design team made that just blew me away, because I never thought of this, is that it's off to the side. She has it coming up just on one side. Can you see that? So the word happy birthday is part of this set. The balloons are part of this set. And the wiper part, this white area here, the base, and the handles, or the strings of the balloon are part of the set, and then the mechanism in there are also part. So, yes, we do have a birthday. And there was, and maybe I have it in here, maybe not. This is boxes where I keep everything. Oh, no, I don't think. No, it's not in here, but the Making Faces set also works on these cards. So in place of the balloons, you can do the little faces. So there are several in the series of the wiper cards. So there's a whole bunch of different selections that you could do. There's the Christmas one has a place to put a gift card, so you can do a little send it as a Christmas card with a gift card inside. There's also one that says thanks, and it has interchangeable piece to add the slots in there. So there's a lot of different things you can do with these. Again, there's so many pieces that work together. So like the balloons you could use with something else. So I don't know how to explain it. It's so much fun when I design something and see different ways visually in my head, I guess, see different ways of using these things. So it's just a fun job that I have. Again, a little bit on the technical difficulty part, working on that. But the designing part I have down pat. I love doing that. I have so much fun with that. It is, again, a passion in my life. I love the saying that skill is cheap, passion is priceless. This is my passion. I love doing this. Thank you. So things like when I do a Japanese collection, it is something that I'm passionate about. Just on the cute side and the pretty side. So it's things like that. That's where I draw my inspiration. And sometimes it's just, I don't know where some things come from, like the box pops. The unicorn I know, but the whole idea of this thing, that is just like wild to me, that this idea, and but the unicorn, I've always loved unicorns. I have the mermaid. I love mermaids. I can't say I love koi fish, but I love the idea of a different style of pillow box. I never thought of a pillow box being just one-sided. So this made me so happy when I figured out of just like, oh, it doesn't need to go all the way through. And those are the kinds of light bulbs that go off that I enjoy, and I love sharing with people, and I especially love being able to make something and having other people try it. Let's see. I can't tell if that's another question, so if someone has a question, please ask. We only have a few more minutes, but I'm here. So if anyone has any questions for me, let me know. Again, leave comments below so we can pick winners. Tweezers. Did I mention tweezers? Cherie? That's another tool, the reverse tweezers. The other thing about the tweezers are they are flathead and they are beveled. So the flathead gives you a bigger surface to grip something, and then because they are beveled, they reach under things and hold really, really well. I don't have a little piece of paper. I mean, I could show it with a plastic bag. It holds really well. You don't need to have any pressure on it. I notice what people do when I show them these tweezers in person, and is that they do this. They tuck it and pull a little bit because they want to make sure it holds. This is something that I highly recommend to you as store owners to demonstrate to your customers, because there's so many pieces they don't understand. The reverse part of it is takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you do, people love it. The flathead, the beveled part of it, and the fact that you can hold something and hold the green part, and you heat up whatever you're working on, so it's like an extra pair of hands, and not get hurt. So these things are something that you really do want to demonstrate, and they practically sell themselves, because once people see that and understand what it does, they love it. Also, our eye brushes. People love those, but again, you have to explain to them they are not foam. They are brushes. They will last. And and our again, don't forget my eye clip pick. This is a lifesaver for me. Saved me a lot of stabbing of fingers. So, if no one has any other questions for me, I appreciate everyone who stuck through with me, or even the first part of it with me. Thank you, Paula. Because again, technical difficulty seems to be my middle name. But I'm glad you stuck through with it, and I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you touch base with us, because we love hearing from retailers and consumers and everybody. Thank you so much, Notions. Thank you. Is it Gite? I remember meeting you at Creativation. It was very nice meeting you. Thanks everyone for watching, and especially, thank you, and for hanging in there with me. Especially everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm going to sign off. I hate leaving you guys. Oh, bye. Everyone's Crafting World, so wonderful. Everyone's so sweet. But I'm going to end it now. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.